Hello, welcome back. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today I wanted to talk about digital minimalism and how I've applied some of these ideas to my digital life and make it a little bit more minimal and give myself some time back to my life. If you're new here, my name is Shannon and you can hit the subscribe button to join my channel. A lot of the time we are so busy decluttering and simplifying our physical items that we have in our lives, our closets and all of that, that we forget to be mindful about our digital life. And I personally bring this to how I spend my time more than how many photos I have saved on my computer. So I feel like there's different ways to look at digital minimalism. So for instance, someone might be a digital minimalist. I have an uncle who doesn't have a cell phone, doesn't have the internet, doesn't even have a computer, nothing. He literally is a digital minimalist. He has zero digital things in his life. And that is not for me. I don't think that's for most people, but I feel we can be very mindful of how we are spending our time in the digital world. For me, digital minimalism is all about really paying attention to how much time I'm spending on my phone, on apps, on my tablet, on my computer. I use my computer for my job, so therefore I am in front of my computer a lot. But I was noticing for a while, I was becoming really obsessed or getting into the habit, I guess you could say, of constantly checking the apps on my phone. I realized it was a habit of checking these apps, and it didn't take too much time of really paying attention to what I was doing to see that it's a habit, because I would always check certain apps when I was trying to avoid doing something else, or if I had a moment between doing one item and doing another item, immediately I would go to my phone, push the Instagram app, and next thing you know, I'm spending, I don't know how much time scrolling through Instagram. It was actually driving me nuts, because as I would do it, because it was a habit, I would say to myself, why am I doing this? This is wasting so much time. I should just start on the project I need to start on. But instead, I would continue to scroll. And I think it was just a way of procrastinating to not have to do what I really needed to do. I'm gonna link a video that I watched on this topic, especially with Instagram, down below by Casey Neistat. I'm sure you've heard of him, but he did a video about this and it really resonated with me, because he went into how Instagram and all of these different apps want us to get into that habit of clicking and scrolling, and they suck us in. And I just love that video. It really spoke to me, and it's from a while ago, but I will link it down below because it is definitely worth watching. But what I did was I decided, I mentioned it in other videos, to take a lot of the apps off my phone. This is because personally, I checked them on the phone way more than I would go to my computer or my tablet. For me, the quickest way to become a digital minimalist was to just take that off my phone. And I think it's been 3 months maybe now that I haven't had Instagram on my phone, maybe 4 months. It got really bad during the pandemic because we were stuck at home. I thought, well, who cares if I'm on here? But it just meant I wasn't doing other things that I wanted to be doing in my life. So by taking it off my phone, it's not a distraction anymore. It's just not there. And how I know it was a habit was when I would pick up my phone to check it and the app wasn't there. And I go, okay, that is crazy. Like, I know I took that off there. Why am I just picking that up and looking? And the interesting thing is it took about a week or two before I stopped doing that. I stopped checking. I still do go on Instagram, maybe once a week or every other week. I go on my computer. I just check and see if I have messages. I might add a video on there, and that's it. I've just simplified it. That was my solution for becoming more minimalist with digital items. A few other things I have done to make myself a little bit more clutter-free and more of a digital minimalist is just to unsubscribe from a lot of things that emails, apps that I'm no longer using. Just get rid of anything that I'm not using. Just like I would declutter my home, I would declutter those apps, and just anything that isn't bringing joy to my life, as KonMari would say, I have got rid of those things and I'm no longer using them. I do also try to simplify what I do use and be extremely intentional when I am using apps, that I'm not just wasting time, that I'm actually looking at things and people that I really enjoy looking at, and that I'm spending my time wisely on there. A few other things I have done is you can set limits on, if you have an iPhone, I don't know about other phones, but you can set limits for certain apps. So after you've been on the app for say 10 minutes, you get to choose the amount of time. It will just shut down, or it will warn you, you have 30 more seconds, and then it's closing for the day. And that's another way to really pay attention to how much time you are spending on different apps. Another thing I do is you can set, again on the iPhone, a morning time and a nighttime, and your phone will go black. It's still functional. I think if someone calls you several times, the phone call will come through. But other than that, it silences your phone. So I think I have mine set from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and it pretty much 10 o'clock, my phone is just quiet. So if I did get an alert from an app or a text or something like that, I just wouldn't hear it. So I have it set like that so I don't get interrupted when I'm sleeping. And another thing I've done is, for a lot of apps, I've turned off all those annoying notifications so I'm not tempted to check my phone when I don't really need to be. I am not on every single social media platform. There have been a few that I have tried when they first came out, for instance, Snapchat, and I found it to be extremely stressful for me. I had it on my phone for maybe a month or two and I immediately took it off. I decided to get rid of it, and I don't feel that we do need to be on every single social media platform. I think just choose what works for you. And if you are a minimalist in your everyday life and you want to live with less, then I feel that definitely carries over into our digital lives as far as apps, phones, computers, and everything else goes. So this is just a fun discussion. Leave me a comment and let me know what you've done to become a little bit more minimal with your digital life. And I look forward to reading those comments. Again, if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.